Hey guys, we are at my house. So, welcome. I'm not showing you everywhere because it's still a work in progress, but I wanted to go ahead and do the language review with you today because I don't want you to forget what adjectives are. I know I'm still trying to find the right setup for the camera. Maybe I just need to tilt it because I want it close enough that I feel like I'm cutting my head off a little bit. So just bear with me. And I think that's better. Okay. So, yeah, welcome back. But I wanted to do our language lesson 128 and just review our adjectives because I don't want you to forget the questions and how to mark them and all of that. I just want to make sure those are set in your mind. So we talked about the fact that an adjective is what? Yes, a word that describes a noun. So an adjective is a word that describes a noun. And then it answers 3 questions. Elsie, I know you wanted to answer, so. Good, Elsie, one of the questions. What's another question? Ava. Good. What about you, Isla? Do you remember the last question? All right, so the 3 questions that an adjective answers are, that we've talked about so far, how many, which one, and what kind. So when you're looking at our sentences, that's what I want you to ask. How many, which one, what kind? And see if you can find anything that answers those questions of the noun. So let's look at our first sentence. I know you can't see it as well. I'll try to zoom it a little bit. It says, Casey has a new blue hat. So with Casey has a new blue hat, we want to first of all do our subject predicate divide. Where would that be? I think I heard all of you this time. After Casey. Very good. And we would underline our verb. What's our verb? Yes, good. Has. Am, is, are, was, were, have, has, had. Remember? So our helping verbs. Has is our verb. And we ask who or what has. Excellent. Casey has. After we figure out our verb and our predicate and our subject, then we're going to just circle all the nouns. So what nouns do we have in our sentence? Evan, I know you're out there. Good job, Evan. Yes, Casey is one noun and hat is another noun. Good. Did you all get that? Good. Then we ask those questions to our noun. We need to see if we can find which one, what kind, or how many. So, what kind of hat was it? Good. It was blue. A blue hat describes the hat. Is there anything else that describes the hat? Amaya? Yes, very good. New. New also describes the kind of hat. So you're going to box your adjectives and then draw a line from your adjective to the noun that it's describing. Okay, good. All right, let's look at our second sentence. Mom grew 2 rows of beautiful tulips. So when we look at our sentence, Mom grew 2 rows of beautiful tulips, where is our subject predicate divide? Jackson? Hi, Jackson. Good, Jackson. Right after mom, right before grew. And then what is our verb in that sentence? Good, I heard you guys. Grew, something you can do. You can grow, right? And then we ask who or what grew to the verb. And the answer would be mom. So mom is our subject. Circle your verb or your nouns, excuse me. Obviously, mom is a noun. And then what else is a noun? This one might be a little tricky if you're not thinking about it. I think some of you are going to get it. Jediah, good. Tulips is one. Do you guys figure out the other one? Rose. Rose is also a noun. A row of something. Okay, it's a thing, right? So Mom, rose, and tulip should all be circled. And then we need to ask our questions. What are our 3 questions? Which one, what kind, and how many? Very good. How many rows? Yes, excellent. 2 rows, 2 rows. What about the tulips? What is answering the question of tulips? What question actually do we ask is what I'm trying to say. Because it's not going to be how many. It's not going to be which one. So it's going to be what kind. What kind of tulips? Beautiful tulips. And we'll be seeing those soon. So very good. All right. So that's how you would mark the second sentence. Make sure to draw your arrows from the adjective to the noun it's describing. Okay. Our next sentence. Make sure you can see that. Oops. Our next sentence. That bicycle needs new tires. When we look at that sentence, where do we do our subject predicate divide? Where should that be? I think I heard many of you after bicycle. Excellent. So we put our subject predicate divide between bicycle and needs. What is our verb in that sentence? Zoe? Yes, needs. Very good. You need something. It's something you can do. And then if we ask who or what needs, what would answer that question? Excellent. Bicycle. Good. Now we're going to look for our nouns. What are our nouns, Josie? Bicycle. Excellent. Anything else? And tires. Very good. They're things, right? Person, place, or thing. So they're things. Now we're going to ask our questions. Which one? What kind? How many? So is there anything that answers which one, what kind, or how many for bicycle? Yes, which one? Because it's not this bicycle, it's that bicycle. Excellent. What about tires? Anything describing tires? New. What question, though, is it answering? What kind? They're not old tires. They're not worn out tires. They're not little tires. They're not big tires. They're new tires. Very good. So what kind? Good. And our last sentence. Those kites are colorful. Where are we going to put our subject predicate divide? After kites. You guys are so smart. And then we need to find our verb. What is the verb? Excellent. You guys are so smart. Are, because am, is, are, was, were, have, has, had. You better be saying it with me because I know you know them all. Good. And then we ask who or what are. Kites. Very good. Now, what are our nouns in this sentence? I heard you, Avery. Good job. Kites. That's the only noun in the sentence. But now we need to ask, is there anything that is describing kites using which one, what kind, or how many? Anything that's describing? Which ones? Because it's not these, those, okay? That describes kites. Is there anything else that describes kites? Yes, you guys are so smart. Colorful is also an adjective that describes kites. It's telling what kind of kites they are. So you put a box around colorful, draw a line back to kites, and that is how we would find our adjectives for these sentences. I hope you all did just as well. I'm sure you did because you're smart guys. I'm going to try to get back and do the page. My internet is very slow here right now, so we'll see how that works, but hopefully you got that. Good job, guys. See you soon.